Good morning, friends, family, faculty, distinguished guests, and of course you all, the class of 2017. You did it. How's it feel? Do me a favor, turn to the person next to you, give them a high five, a hug, whatever it takes. Tell them you're proud of them, because we are very proud of you. I feel so honored to be in front of you today. I've known many of you since your days in elementary school and others since the day you were born, and it's been a joy to watch you grow up. I'm humbled by your talent and am even more thrilled by your potential for the future. I know a few of you are a little worried about me being a little long-winded today, but I've been given 10 minutes to speak. And on June 5th, 1991, I sat where you are, and I have no idea who our speaker was. I have no idea what they said, so I'm hoping to keep it short but meaningful. I know parents and graduates, you're much more excited about hearing your name called as you cross this awesome stage than you are about hearing this old man speak. But last week, I did receive a friend request on Facebook. Yes, I'm still on Facebook, from Ben Stein. He was my first request of this class, and he shared a video on his site from Harvard's graduation this year where Mark Zuckerberg was the speaker. The dude got 32 minutes to speak, and he didn't even graduate from Harvard. So come on now, 10 minutes. I'm going to do my best, I promise. Recently, I asked the staff to send me their favorite memories of this class. And I'm going to start with one from Leslie Manai, and she summed up this class by calling you the best class ever. And that's her opinion, but it's also the opinion of many others, including myself. I obviously have a bias towards this class. As most of you know, my firstborn Tyler means the world to me. He sits with you today, and I promised him I wouldn't ask him if he took care of his rash today, because that's not what today's all about. I knew this class was special. During Fairview Elementary's 6th grade graduation party, the police showed up to break up the festivities. I vividly remember Mrs. Warder talking to the police and reassuring them that you were 12 years old and the noise would end soon. Luckily, it hasn't. You are more fun today than you were as 12-year-olds. And I hope you never let the noise or the fun end. Where's the time gone? Kids, do you remember watching episodes of Dragon Tales or Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends? Or watching the same Sesame Street video or Disney movie over and over again until the tape on the VHS was just too thin to work or the DVD was just too scratched to watch? Parents, do you remember that first day of school where you walked your kids to the bus stop, or some of you walked them to the door of your kindergarten class, and we were so worried, though, about what they were going to learn, what they were going to become, would they be safe? Where's the time gone? Now our kids have entered into the rite of passage of graduation, and parents, I can imagine your joys and trepidations are a lot like mine. Where will they go from here? Are they going to be successful? Are they going to be safe? Are they ever going to clean their room? Are they going to learn to put the toilet seat down? When are they ever going to leave the house? But although these last 13 years have seemed to last a long time, they're just a blip on every one of your stories. You know, Robinson is a special place, and I'm pretty biased. And you've heard a lot, and unfortunately, the two speakers before me kind of stole my thunder, but that happens when you're the third speaker in a great class. But we often take for granted that slogan, home of champions. What seems normal here at Robinson, if you talk to other people around the county or around the country, is extraordinary anywhere else. And it can be a blessing and a curse. But here are a few examples. The success that you have enjoyed in the last 4 years is greater than what most schools enjoy in a lifetime. In the last 4 years, since you've been a Robinson student, here are a few stats, and I need your help. When I call your group, just raise a hand. IB candidates, raise your hand. In the last 4 years, Robinson has earned 620 IB diplomas This year, 154 of them. If you played a sport, you were a Scholastic Bowl member, speech and debate, forensics, short film, anything in the VHSL, raise your hand. 25 conference team titles, 15 regional team titles, 14 state team titles in sports, rifle, Scholastic Bowl, audience choice documentaries, and that's not even including the many individual honors that you all won. We've also won 2 Wells Fargo Cups as the best VHSL program in the state. Music department, raise your hand. Anybody in the music department? Virginia Honor Band for 4 years running, and our entire music department has been a Virginia Music Educators Association Blue Ribbon School for the past 3 years. Theater department. Rambunctious theater department, 34 Cappy nominations and 8 Cappy wins. That's like the daggone Tony Awards. Co-curricular clubs, DECA, FBLA. Raise your hand. 4 consecutive FBLA state titles, 2 consecutive DECA state titles. Now, raise your hand if you worked on a yearbook or you've seen a yearbook. We've been widely acknowledged as one of the top in the nation. 2 Silver Crown Awards, 1 Pacemaker Award, and a VHSL Trophy Class Award. This year, we won 23 awards at the Regional Scholastic Art Awards, and you've gotten 15 honors and cash prizes. I need some cash prizes at the Regional Science Fair. And I know I've missed a lot of groups, but I'm truly sorry. I hope you're getting the picture. I only have 10 minutes. Here's another one. This class received over $9 million in scholarships this year. And here's what the most important thing is. On top of it all, Robinson has been voted by the Special Olympics as the top inclusion school in the Commonwealth of Virginia for the past 2 years. We are the boilerplate of inclusion programs in the state, and that's because of your compassion, empathy, and care. Mrs. Noon reminded me about Adonis's last-second three-point shot at the Special Olympics pep rally for FanQuest. She said she's never seen a class more animated, excited, or supportive of another student. Mrs. Hinman reminded me that the senior class, you all voted 2 Cat B students as part of your senior superlatives. Bonnie and Jay Yoon were voted super Ram fans. Jay Yoon Cho was voted most likely to brighten your day. You understand that there is something bigger than you. You're a special group. You know, the world-renowned poet, Kanye West, once said in his song Homecoming, you reach for the stars, so if you fall, you land on a cloud. And you guys definitely reach for the stars. Now, with success comes stress and failure. No one can be good without stumbling along the way. The higher your achievements, the further you have to fall. And as I prepared for today, I was worried. I was really afraid to fail. I prayed a lot. I scoured books. I watched YouTube videos of other speeches by celebrities. There's some good ones out there. I looked for the perfect quote that would give you a small snippet of knowledge that would be life-changing to you. And then I realized many of you might not even be listening, so wake up. So I started listening, and over the last several months, I've listened to pieces of conversations between friends. I know it's a little stalker, but I've listened to coaches and athletes talk. I've listened to teammates communicate. I've listened to teachers and parents and students work together. And I learned that you are in the process of a huge generational change. It's not the fidget spinners or the man buns or the rompims or the social media that I have. I still use Facebook. But it's about your interaction with others, your outlook on the future, and your ability to make the world better. Now, you may hit some speed bumps along the way, but this class will change the world. And through your triumphs, this class has dealt with some implausible loss, some heartbreak, some adversity, and that would break most people. Through it all, you've shown class, you've shown grace, unbelievable resilience, and you've stuck by each other. And it makes me excited to know that when I'm older, one of you may be taking care of me. Any volunteers? Thanks, Dave. Thanks, Nick. I know I'll be taken care of because you're the future of this community and society. This life is so much bigger than your high school experience. I'm one of the weird ones who's stayed here a long time, 40 years in the same school, same area. But I do live vicariously through all of you, and I tearfully watch with awe at your successes, and my heart sinks when you feel you failed. But I promise you, life gets better from here. Failure's a necessity, and these failures in our life are a huge part of our story. One of my favorite authors, John Gordon, wrote in his book, The Carpenter, whatever path failure guides you towards, it's always meant to give you a big serving of humble pie that builds your character, gives you perspective, grows your faith, and makes you appreciate your successes later on. Class of 2017, don't cry because it's over. Rejoice as you begin your next chapter in your story. Remember that if you focus on the finale, you won't appreciate the journey. And like my wife Mickey and I always say, it's much better to be happy than right. My hope for you today is that you continue to practice resilience. You relish your failures and learn from them. Be prayerful. Find trusted confidants that will have your back, and lean on authentic and genuine friendships, many that have carried you and will carry on since your elementary school days. Accept the advice of mentors and the unconditional love of your families. Make beautiful music and enjoy incredible ingenuity. And never be afraid to tell your friends you love them. Oh, and also, if you're writing a check, make it out to Robinson Wrestling. I want you to know that the Robinson staff, your families and I are excited to see what you become in your future, and I'll hope you look back and know that you're loved. Thank you for making me want to get up every morning to work for you. I'll miss you.